Hi, I'm Liz Speakman and I'm running for Quincy School Committee. I'm a mom and a social worker. Why am I running for school committee? Well, this past year and a half has been tough for so many of us, and our family was no exception. Our family struggled during this time, and we were fortunate enough to be able to access the supports and resources that we needed to make sure our family is coming through this okay. And I know that's not the case for all of our families across Quincy. And so I'm committed, once on school committee, to make sure that all families have access to the supports, resources, and connections that they need for their families to thrive. What do I bring to the table? Well, I'm qualified. I have 20 years of experience in clinical social work, and the past 15 of those I've spent in large systems such as Mass General Hospital, and most recently in the city manager's office in the city of Cambridge, helping to navigate those systems along with folks who are most marginalized and most vulnerable in our society. I make sure that we center the voices of those who are most impacted in our decisions, and we raise up their voices when we're thinking about how to make systems change. I also have spent the past few years in many parent groups across Quincy, and so I've come to know many parents who are passionate, committed, thoughtful about how do we best take care of our children. And so I'm deeply aware of the needs as well as the assets that we have in Quincy for our students. I'm also collaborative. I love people. I'm a social worker, and so I love talking to people and hearing what's on their minds and what's in their hearts. And I've really enjoyed door knocking and being able to get out there and really hear what do folks want to see from our school committee. And I believe that our decisions are best made when they are informed by a diversity of perspectives and experiences and opinions. And I bring a curious mind to all of my work. And so I think we can come up with solutions that are really creative and innovative based on the varied experiences of those in our community. So I'm also compassionate. I lead with my heart. As a mom, I know that we need to center our children. And I remember when I was pregnant with my oldest son, and my mom said to me, when you have a baby, it's like having part of your soul walk around outside your body. And that certainly has been my experience, as I know it is for so many of us. And so I believe in really centering the needs of our young people and our children. And I bring that compassionate heart to everything that I do. We've all been through this collective trauma through the pandemic the past 18 months. And the research indicates that the best way to help support young people after trauma is to have supportive, loving adults around them. And we know that for a lot of our young people, that's the educators, that's the teachers who are with them every day. And so we need to make sure that we are caring for the caregivers. We are providing our educators with the supports, the tools, and the resources necessary so they can really take care of our children. I know that they share my value of centering our young people and bringing a compassionate heart to everything we do. So I bring qualifications, a collaborative approach, and a compassionate heart. And all of that we bring to our campaign as well. I'm incredibly proud that our campaign is really living our values. We believe in access and a sense of belonging and connection for all families. And so based on that belief, we have our website translated into the top 4 languages in Quincy, and we have our materials translated into different languages as well. We also really believe that families, should have access to information and connection. And so I've been advocating for family liaison positions within the Quincy Public School District, and we're living that in our campaign as well through hiring interpreters for our community events, making sure we can speak to folks in their own language. We also believe that representation matters, that our students do best when they see themselves represented in their education, in their educators, in their administration, their school committee, folks in leadership in their community. And so our team in the campaign is incredibly diverse in so many different ways. And we are really committed to making sure that all families across the city have a sense of belonging and the school is a second home for them. That's a core value that we hold and that we are living through our campaign. I humbly ask for your vote on September 14th in the preliminary election, as well as on November 2nd in the general election. Thank you.